dark and difficult times lie ahead. Soon we must all face the choice between what is right and what is easy.
This is Metropolitan Police Superintendent Novlet Robin Williams, not to be confused with Robin Williams, a senior police officer who has recently been convicted of possessing a child abuse video on her phone. Novlet was apparently one of 17 people who received the clip via a WhatsApp group and was the only one to be prosecuted out of the 17 people, which the National Black Police Association called institutional racism. Now, I might not agree with just one person being prosecuted, unless it obviously could be proven that the others didn't view the material. But I do think that as one of the most senior people in the country, that she has a much higher standard to live up to, and failure to report the crime in itself is a crime and should be dealt with. The National Black Police Association also went on to state that she was the only one of 17 who didn't view it, and it was shocked at the perverse outcome. Perverse outcome? How about the perversion of not reporting it? Now, correct me if I'm wrong here, people, but when somebody sends you a video on WhatsApp or any other chat program, you open it rather than ignore it, especially if you don't know what it is, and opening a file isn't a crime, even if it is indecent. The criminal element comes from keeping it, distributing it, or not reporting it, and it seems that all three of those boxes were ticked off in this case. Personally, I think she failed to report it after viewing it, as it seems it was Novlet's sister's partner who may have sent the video to the group, as Massive Dido Massivi, Novlet's sister's partner, was sentenced to 18 months in prison, suspended for 2 years and 200 hours of community service after being found guilty of distributing indecent materials and 1 count of possessing an image of a person having sex with a horse. Well, that's this video demonetised. Now, there also seems to be confusion as to why it was not dealt with through internal misconduct procedures rather than at the Old Bailey, given that Novlet has 36 years distinguished service and was awarded the Queen's Policing Medal for that service in 2003. I've got to be honest, I really don't think it matters how many years she's got at being a good little government slave. If you do the crime, you have to be prepared to pay the price, as I've said in a video recently. Now, even if she didn't look at the file sent, it seems everyone in the group knew what it was, but Superintendent Novlet failed to report the matter, and that just makes her as guilty, as she's basically condoning the situation in my eyes, but was cleared of a charge of improper exercise of police powers in failing to report that file. Novlet's sister, Jennifer Hodge, was ordered to carry out 100 hours of community service, having been found guilty of distributing an indecent image of a child. Jennifer Hodge, a social worker, had denied sending the video which she received from her partner and allegedly depicted a young girl performing a sex act on a man. Novlet's sister and partner were both sacked from their job, but Novlet remains employed by the Met on restricted duties. However, it is said that that's going to be reviewed now criminal matters have been completed. The Police Superintendents Association said it had supported Novlet throughout the process and will continue to do so as her legal team considers an appeal. I'm sure they will, looking out for their own. I might be wrong, but I have a feeling that that means keeping her employed with the Met even though she's been found guilty by a court of law. I also have a feeling that the police are actually upset that they didn't get a chance to put it through their own policies and internal procedures, as of course that way they would have been able to cover it up. Good night all. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you like the content and you'd like to help support the channel, you can do so. In the description of every video there are some links to ways that you're able to help support the channel so I can continue putting out content. If you're unable to help us in that way, hit that subscribe button up the top there. If you haven't already, become a subscriber. That is support enough. Share the videos, comment, like, it all helps. If you're looking for something else to watch, up top there is my latest video. Down the bottom there is a video that YouTube recommends for you.